All right, good morning, everybody. Hey, we're in Nassau, right behind me, Royal Caribbean ship. Looks like a freedom class. I'm usually pretty good, so I'm probably right about that, but I can't tell which freedom.
Fail.
Independence of the Seas, maybe? I could probably look online and see the schedule here, but I have decided to forego going over to the, going out to Nassau like I sometimes do, sometimes don't anyway, so I'm not feeling like I missed anything. Instead, I'm taking you inside, and right now I'm gonna go to the spa. I was changing and covering up the camera because the steam in here is so hot out. I see Royal Caribbean's new private section of the island is getting, looking just, I mean, I don't know how they did it. I think it's only been a couple of months or a few months since I've been here, and it's crazy how it's blown up already. So I decided to stay on board. I told the guys I'd stay on board. Sorry, I'm fixing the camera, but I told the guys I'd stay on board today and probably just sit by the pool. So that's what I'm geared up for. I got my headphones on, take a walk down the hall. I'm actually going to go eat right now, and then I'm going to head to the spa. There is a benefit if you are Elite Plus. I don't know if it's Elite, but I know Elite Plus and above on a port day, you get the opportunity to go ahead and use the Persian Garden, which is similar to the thermal suite on Royal Caribbean. Teresa and I usually get the thermal suite while we're on Royal Caribbean, and then we started realizing on the 3 days especially, we weren't really using it enough to warrant the price. On Celebrity, you get a free day of it while in port. It has to be a port day. I did use it on this ship, I think the first time I was on, and then I used it on Silhouette once. It just goes to show you that there's a free perk, and I haven't even been using it on a regular basis. So today I'm going to go in there. I like that ice room in there. There's probably going to be people, so I won't be able to film and show you the spa. Should have done that day one. Hey, next time on board, I will do that for you. Okay, so I made the trip down to Ocean View Cafe. Almost said Windjammer. You just went back to some Royal Caribbean days, seeing the ship out there. And I thought I'd find a good spot to film so my viewers would have a view. And so obviously it's not working, as you can see behind me. A little bit of a story to it. So I got my plate of vegan food, delicious today. They came through for me today. All right, they got all my stuff out there, and then some. There's a little bit more in this, so I'll probably have another plate, but for now, this is what I'm going to start with. Second time. There is a deck on Ocean View, outside the Ocean View Cafe, where you can eat outside. It's great, it's beautiful. Not a lot of people out there today. It's hot, but it wasn't too hot under the shade side, but I thought that'd be a great view to share my eating with you. So I went out and I put my plate down and I went to go get, now I didn't like these last time I tried them on the ship, the San Pellegrino flavor, because I am a huge LaCroix fan. I'm going to try this one, and as a matter of fact, I'll open them while I'm talking to you. But I needed something to drink with my lunch. Yeah, it's still not as good as LaCroix. That's not bad though. That's not bad. But I had to get that and another water so I could make my IM8. It's a little late again, drinking my IM8, but gotta get the vitamins in. So I put my plate down out back there, and I go to get those. There's a little bar outside, that's right behind Conservatives, and nobody's ever there, so it's easy to go grab them. So I go over to them, and I turn around, and I look over, and there's a lady by my stuff, and shooing away. This pigeon came down and basically ate my vegan meal. So I had to come in and remake the whole plate. I think the last one was a little bit bigger and looked a little different, a little bit better. I made this mess just because I was not really angry. I mean, I am vegan, right? So I should appreciate the birds, but I'll tell you, that was tough because I was so hungry and now I'm starving, so I'm gonna eat. Just got done at the Persian Garden in the spa behind me, fitness center ahead of me, deck 12 forward, in case you're looking for it. Gonna walk up the stairs. Only going 2 up. Decided to go eat with the boys again, believe it or not. I've only been in the spa a little over an hour. Ended in the cold room in there. One of the cool things that they have on Reflection that Silhouette does not is that they have the ice room. And the ice room is really the way, I think I'm going this deck, best way to kind of end your spa experience when you've been in all that heat. So good time. Gonna go find the guys. Ship's really crowded today. A lot of people did not get off at Nassau. So we will probably see a pretty busy pool deck when I come out here. Packed solarium for sure. Sometimes I think I'm the only one who's not the grand fan of Nassau all the time, right? But man, there are a lot of people on board. It did not get off. There's still a couple hours left here before we even leave. So gonna get loud. Side events. Sounds like they're doing the volleyball. Yes, pool volleyball where the officers never lose. Going back in the ocean view. So it wasn't too bad. And look what I found right there. Relatively easy. Look at you guys. Visiting with my buddy Garrett. Can't see, there he is. Kevin. Here I am on deck 7, heading over to the Hideaway. This is just a trip actually to show you, my viewers, just what it's looking like and what it's, kind of what people do on Sunday afternoon. So. Celebrity Eye Lounge, Apple products, my favorite, other than the Insta360 camera. Come on board here. You can go ahead and get your Apple products. And remember, people say, well, is there any discount? No, not really, other than the fact you don't have to pay, tax, obviously. But last on Silhouette, they sold more. I think they do in here, but it doesn't look like they have anything. It looks more like you can set up and hook up to the computers in here. If you didn't bring your own or whatever, come in here and sit down and use the computer. They're open 24 hours a day. So I think a little bit different than Silhouette then. Silhouette had some things for sale. There's some celebrity stuff in here. I think if you go to the photography section downstairs, I saw like some GoPros there and everything. They might carry the Apple products. This is a little strange. It's just like the Eye Lounge. They're, computers that you can use when you don't bring your own. Whereas I thought they sold them. It doesn't look like that in here. I might try and dig deeper about that because I thought they sold them on board, and I'm pretty sure Silhouette had them in the Eye Lounge from what I recall. So, because it was in a different location. But anyway, it's still a cool lounge. You could come in here, and if you didn't bring your computer and stuff and you need to jump on and do something, it's probably pretty peaceful in here 24/7. And also they have a printer, which is interesting because I needed to know that kind of for when I'm working on board and stuff. I did not this trip. When I'm working on board, which is usually what I'm doing, sometimes there's been a point where I go scanner or printer, more scanner, but I'm coming over here and looking at this now because now I'm wondering, but they do have something here. I'm sure I could pop on one of these. I also hate the idea of using a computer like this. It's probably unsecure though. So maybe I wouldn't do that. But anyway, there's options, something interesting for you here. I'm sure some people, this would be important. All right, since I started coming on celebrity, I've mentioned it on my last cruise and my first video post for you guys on the channel. I did mention that there's little kids, very, well, less kids, let's say that, not little kids, less kids than Royal Caribbean. One of the things I love about it, not a lot for them to do, but I got to be honest with you, for folks who do watch and go, yeah, but we want to bring our kids and we want to go to celebrity. Listen, there are options. This is the X Club. I don't know one option from the other. You're going to have to look that up yourself. But there are options. Camp Kids or Camp something down here. Camp at Sea. And then, of course, here, this is, okay, X Club is the teen club because it's 13 to 17, teens only. There are options and opportunities for them to come on the ship and enjoy it. I just think, you know, Garrett has kids, and he said, I absolutely love this. I think it's great for me, and maybe Brittany and I kind of thing, meaning those two. But not the kids. And he said the kids would probably be bored. I think some kids would be okay here if your kids are calm and relaxed and like to read and get absorbed in things like that. Don't need to make a lot of friends on a ship like you see on a Royal Caribbean ship or a Disney cruise. I think you'd be okay, actually. And I got to say, the kids on here are generally pretty well behaved. I don't run into it like Royal Caribbean where they're all over you. They're going to the slides. On the other side right now, Freedom of the Sea sits there, and all the kids are up in the water slides and stuff. So there's options to bring the kids and everything else. I don't think the cruise line, this isn't Virgin where they say, no, you can't bring any kids at all. So there are options for them. I just don't think there are a lot of great options. And for the adults that don't want to see a lot of kids, I mean, honestly, that's what I like about it. I think it's great. Remember my first video I had an oops? That was the oops for this video. There goes the Insta360. Alright, so I'm sitting out back. One of my favorite spots. Sunset Bar. Looking out at Nassau, looking to my left. Seeing what Royal Caribbean is doing to their island of this peninsula that they are working on continuously. Like I mentioned it earlier today. Every time I'm here, they're making great strides, but it also makes me go, another money grab. It's probably in a good way because they'll probably grab my money because earlier talking about not going out to Nassau much, not really, you know, getting off in Nassau very often these days. Because I've been there, done that, and you see the same places. I do like certain spots that we go visit in town when we are here and make it out, even if it's just me solo. But I think this little island adventure over here might be worth the price of admission to get off the ship and go over there to a private oasis here in this beautiful water in the Bahamas. And it's, you know, when they do it back to back with here and then Coco Cay, it's really like 2 perfect days in a row. So I call it the money grab. It's a real good money grab, Royal Caribbean. I think this was genius. I think Perfect Day Mexico that's coming is going to be great, and they've got many other things in the hopper. So look forward to see what they're doing, and hopefully they let Celebrity go there once in a while. Since I keep saying I've fully switched to Celebrity, but you know, don't hold me to that. Again, I got Alaska next year on Royal. Looking at something in between now and then, of course, on Royal, but also looking to book on here a couple more times coming up into the new year, and then you also got Apex coming up. So that's going to be a fun one. That'll be Teresa and I. Put her all over the camera. So it's just beautiful. Absolutely gorgeous night out. Left Nassau a little while ago. Got some great footage. Beautiful night. Guys want to go eat the main dining. I don't really want to do that. I may or may not go, but right now I'm going to meet them for happy hour drinks. I don't see them, but they say they're actually at the Martini Bar. I think that's what it said. I was getting confused in my own head. Not the World Class Bar, Martini Bar. So they're down below me one deck. I'm on 5. And that's kind of a nice atmosphere. So we'll probably speed this up. Might walk down to them. All right, I did decide to join them at main dinner. Boys are all here. There is actually a vegan menu on here, on board. Finally, thank goodness. Am I showing anything there, Garrett? Can they see it? Garrett, Garrett says it looks like a kid's menu. I can't say I disagree with him on that. Now we just got to see what it says on here and what the food looks like. But hopefully it's as good as Silhouette. Some type of vegetable consomme. What? What? And this is what I got.
Spitting all that game.
He's sitting at the Irish pub drinking the beer. I was like, you all right?
That's what I'm starting.
Fantastic, lovely. Did everybody enjoy the cruise with us? Lovely. Did everybody enjoy the service in the dining room? If you enjoyed the food in the dining room, I need you to shout out for me, all right? That's amazing, amazing, fantastic. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I'm only here just to ask you for a little request. If you did enjoy your food in the dining room,
Getting final shots of in here. Still don't know what this is called. It's like the Crush Bar, even though it's really, to me, part of the Martini Bar. But hey, they have a separate name for it, and it's right up top. I got some great shots on Friday that probably show up in the day one videos and stuff. Some reason I didn't realize it was called Crush Bar. They have the Martini Bar menus right here. I mean, it is a very cool spot. We can't figure out how that does not leak on the bottom of that ice. How it drains straight down and doesn't get all over that counter. But I don't know. And the guys are right behind me, socializing. We just got done with that great dinner. All right, selfies on my face. Don't do that. It'll stop recording because it sees the hand. And that's one of the gestures. Got Garrett live and in person.
Hey.
Believe it or not. Richard behind us. Guess I probably don't have to do that since it's 360. But, you know, look at that view. Gonna find Richard, Garrett, end of the bar. Don't know where Kevin is now. Kevin keeps disappearing on everything. Where does Kevin go?
He went to the bathroom, went to the bathroom.
Of course he did. He's got a small bladder. We gotta post that part of this video at least. Kevin has a small bladder. He goes a lot. He's hit that age in life. All right, so we should talk about what's up next. For me, up next, I'm taking a break till Apex. And then short time after Apex into the new year, we'll do the boys cruise. I'll do a cruise with T. I'm going to have this out like this, and the entire time, as Kevin can attest to, she's going to go, stop videoing me. She's going to do this till I get her into her channel and get the whole thing, and she becomes more popular than me, and they start saying,
Hey, lose that dumbass. And uh-oh, Kevin's moving on to something from the Dogfish IPA. Richard May says Sunset Bar. I know where Richard is. He's right next to me.
So when you want the Apex?
I'm not going to say that on video. Garrett has pointed out to me that you don't want to give away when you're away, because when I post this, they might go, this is when he's away, we're going to go rob his house. But if I post this part, just remember all, the cool thing about that is I have a retired air marshal that watches my house with weaponry and my dogs, not BSing you. Kevin, this is how you shoot it. So none of my talking will be on here. Like Kevin said, this will all be B-roll. Be cutting the shit out of it. B-roll, 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 B-roll. See my guys here? Look at this. Working hard. Wait a minute. Uh-oh. All right. I've dragged the guys in with me. I see Jeff smile on his face right now. They're getting desserts. I had to eat again like a crazy athlete here. I guess I am. Some type of potato marsala, and on wild rice. So yeah, smells good. Should do the trick. Probably gonna be worse coming out tomorrow, but
Or tonight.
Yeah, tonight. But Kev's even grabbing dessert, so hopefully they found something delicious to eat. I think we moved. Oh, look at this. Look at this. Oh, that's great. Right. All right, guys, we're sitting here at Celebrity Central right now, getting ready for a close-up magic show. Looking forward to it. Garrett is a former magician himself, and so he already knows how this is done.
100%. You gotta just look for the tells, right? So he's gonna have like a little something on his thumb, like pointed to a trigger for someone to say something and do. It's all.
Sounds almost legitimate, like
if
he's
I get
saying.
called up, I'm gonna. If it says, give me a card, and he shows me like 7 of clubs, I'm gonna be like 6 of diamonds.
It looks like he's got 4 chairs, so you might get called up. They got Kevin, who really does know magic, and Jeff doesn't really care. We've just brought Jeff with us, so we'll see how this show is, but we're not going to record it anyway, so no, that'd be a no. Okay, so the boys and I just came out of the Celebrity Central Theater, and we went to see The Magic of Gabriel that I was telling you about before we went in. He was absolutely outstanding. If you get an opportunity to see him on Celebrity or any other ship, make sure you do. I don't know where Garrett's going or what his brain is doing behind me. But go ahead, go see him. If you ever get the chance, obviously we did not go see Mr. Esposito again, given my last cruise experience with him. He was here tonight. He sucks. Remember that? Sorry for saying that out there. But go see this guy. This guy's fantastic. Okay, gang, as I ended that and said that the comedian, wasn't comedian, he was the magician, his close-up magic show was great. I'm sorry that we missed his regular magic show last night. That was fantastic. I don't regret the hate on Mr. Esposito, because I've met several people on the cruise who said, oh my goodness, you were right, he was terrible. So I'm not hung up on that, even though it sounds like I am, but I had a really good time with the boys this trip. Looking forward to the next solo cruise, and the next boys cruise, and the next cruise with Teresa. As a matter of fact, I don't really have a solo one on the books for quite a while, I don't think, if at all, now that I think it through. One may fall into place before the end of the year, but we'll see. Again, before, like I mentioned, I've got Apex coming up with Teresa. I've got one on Reflection with Teresa. I got one on Reflection with the boys. I've got Anthem of the Seas doing Alaska. That's next May, June, somewhere in that time frame. Looking forward to that. Going to go with a bunch of friends on that one, and it's going to be a good time. Richard, who you saw this weekend, he will be there. Kevin will be there, and Garrett and his wife will be there, and then we have several other friends that it's supposed to be going as we stand right now. So as a quick wrap up on this, again, Celebrity Reflection did not disappoint. Fantastic ship, fantastic crew, great time on board. I don't think I had anything other than a little hiccup with the food last night, and they fixed that. And then I had a security person who I don't even think works security, but led you to the conveyor belt. She was a little cranky, and then actually when I mentioned it to Kevin later, he said, "Oh, I had that same lady. She was a little." So, but other than that, listen, the people in Celebrity are great. They work hard. Shout out to Emil and his wife in the art gallery. Actually bought some artwork, which I don't usually do, but I also had Jeff bought some, Garrett bought some. We had a great time at the art auction. I went back and visited Emil tonight to say goodbye. He, like me, he's from South Africa, but he, like me, is a Dricus du Plessis fan, so we were pretty disappointed with last night's fight. We'll see how UFC goes this year. I love watching on the ship. Going to be great seeing it next year free and not having to pay-per-view it when I'm on the ship, so that'll be cool. But anyway, if you get the opportunity, please do reflection, please do comment, please do like and subscribe. I'm looking for followers obviously down the road and people who actually enjoy my channel. I will get, I promise, a little bit more into the training and my vegan lifestyle and how that affects me and everything. It just seems like I've been cruising a lot lately, so I'm getting the cruise videos, but I'm going to put up some others in between and probably show you my bikes. I mean, what triathlete doesn't show their bikes? So, by the way, I ride Cervelo. I'm a big Cervelo fan. I have a Cervelo S3. I have a P3 as my tri bike. Looking to get a P5, hopefully coming up. We'll see. That's convincing Teresa for that. And any good triathlete knows that as well, that if you are married, that you've got to convince your spouse it is a good idea to invest that much money in a bike. So looking forward to sharing those other things with you. Thank you for joining on this. Again, like and subscribe, and I look forward to your comments and thoughts, suggestions, anything that you're looking for the next time I cruise, whether it be solo with friends or Teresa, of information that you might want me to look into for you when I'm on board any of the ships. And again, I appreciate it. Appreciate anybody who's viewing it. Thank you.